I don't know what he was doing. It was weird. It was weird to see that type of fighting. But anywho, that's not Jake Paul's fault. So Jake Paul did what he needed to do, and he won, and he looked good.
Jake Paul looked really good. I think he won all the rounds. I mean, it's good for boxing. I think he deserves a chance to fight for a world title.
Jake Paul did get fatigued down the stretch, but he still held on.
In the immediate aftermath of Jake Paul's unanimous decision victory over Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., scores 99-91, 98-92, 97-93, many boxing professionals have expressed mixed views that reflect both respect for Paul's growth and lingering skepticism about the overall value of this high-profile crossover bout.
Fighting out of the blue corner with his trainer, Nuts.
Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., a former world champion and the son of a Mexican boxing legend, is stepping into the ring with one of the most controversial and talked-about fighters in recent years. But here's the twist. Jake Paul isn't just showing up for the payday, he's coming to win.
While ESPN's Andreas Hale highlighted that Paul continues his unlikely rise through the boxing ranks, and noted it was arguably his biggest win to date over a former world champion. That sentiment was tempered by criticism from longtime boxing voices like Piers Morgan, who decried the matchup as boring, staged bullshit against older fighters way past their prime, and warned Paul is killing boxing.
Have your opinions on him changed?
You know, he's a strong, good boxer. The first 3-4 rounds. After that, I feel tired of him. So I don't think he's ready for the champions, but he's a good fighter. So
the match itself, per multiple reports, saw Paul cruise for the first 7 rounds. Chavez Jr. landed essentially 0 meaningful punches early on, before Chavez finally showed sparks in rounds 9 and 10.
Final round, Chavez is smelling blood. He's trying to go for it. He's waited the whole fight to do this, the whole 10 rounds. But Jake Paul is still piecing them up. I don't think he's swinging, he misses, he's hitting. He's got a stiff jab. That's probably a whiplash claim.
30 seconds to go.
That is probably a whiplash claim right there. Oh, he hit him in the back.
Chavez won a lot of his fans back tonight with these last 2 rounds.
Yeah, I think it's over. Last 12 seconds. Jake Paul's still throwing. He's on the back foot, but
right hand from Chavez. Jake will fight back.
I think it's...
Yeah. Chavez Jr. right in the barrel.
And it's all over.
He gave us a show at least for 6 minutes.
We've got Jake Paul winning at least 8 rounds.
Pro analysis from CBS Sports noted that Paul badly outworked former middleweight champion Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., and though Chavez had a brief rally late, it was too little, too late.
Solid B-plus type of performance.
Let's go into the ring in Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Judge Steve Weisfeld sees it 99-91. Judge Rudy Barragan sees it 97-93. And Judge Max DeLuca sees it 98-92. Declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Jake
Surprise there as Jake Paul wins for the 12th time as a pro, and of course there's the product placement. No one does that better than Jake, that's for sure. Well,
Punch stats from ESPN reinforce Paul's control. 140 landed of 482 thrown compared to Chavez's 61 of 154. And while Paul dominated with jabs and power shots, Chavez's initiative came only when the fight was already decided.
Jake Paul, El Gallo de Dorado, the pride of Puerto Rico, pulls off a unanimous decision against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., son of legendary fighter Julio Cesar Chavez. It was amazing. I mean, I have never seen a fighter throw no punches until the 9th round in a 10-round fight. Now, let's put it in perspective before you call me a hater. The average professional fighter throws minimum 40 punches per round. 80 punches is kind of regular, and 100 punches per round is exceptional, right? But let's go round by round. Round 1, Chavez Jr. throws 4 punches, lands 0. Round 2, 7 punches, lands 2. Round 3, he throws 3 punches, lands 1. Round 4, throws 12 punches, lands 4. Round 5, throws 10 punches, lands 2. Round 6, 16 punches, lands 7. Round 7, throws 11 punches, lands 5. Good round for him. Round 8, he throws 25 punches, lands 11. Another good round, percentage-wise. Round 9, he throws 35 punches in the last minute and a half of the round, lands 17. That was a good round. And then in round 10, he throws 31 punches and lands 12, right? Total, Chavez Jr. throws 154 punches in a 10-round fight. I'm a boxing coach, and I got kids that literally throw 100 punches in a 2-minute round in the amateurs. So you're gonna tell me that this guy has more energy in the 9th round and the 10th round than the first 8 rounds? I don't know. I guess they say don't hate the player, hate the game, right? Great move by Jake Paul, man. It almost looks like it's scripted. Tell me what you think.
From a pro-technical perspective, many praised Paul's defensive discipline and jab-based boxing IQ. He enforced distance early, conserved energy, and avoided getting into prolonged slugging matches.
First of all, very proud of you, Julio.
You were Chad!
Hey, 2 more rounds, Sean. 2 more rounds.
Yeah, he was on
Yeah,
his way.
I think he started later. His strategy to find out the first 3-4 rounds because it's like tie. So good strategy, but I'm start a little late. So I think I won 4 rounds. So I don't know the judges, 88, 82, I don't see like that.
Chris Mannix gave you 1 round, I think.
Who?
The commentator, Chris Mannix, he gave you 1 round.
It depends, but I think I went at 8, 9, and 10. And one of the other rounds.
The fans loved it. He said he wasn't hurt. Did you hurt him at any point? Any of those punches?
Hurt me?
No, he said that you did not hurt him.
I think with a body shot, right hand, he hit with a couple clean shots. But I'm a strong lady, so he's good boxer.
Although concerns surfaced about his cardio, with commentators noting Paul appeared fatigued in the final rounds, giving Chavez some momentum late. Meanwhile, Chavez's effort and conditioning were scrutinized, as he proved sluggish for much of the fight until sensing urgency near the end. That late burst shows Chavez still possesses veteran fight instincts, but many pros say it's insufficient to offset the overall lackluster performance that failed to resemble his prime form.
The legend Fernando Vargas knows with fight hype, my brother. What is your reaction to Julio Cesar Chavez, Jake Paul?
Chavez is not
You think Chavez could have done better in the early rounds?
If he would have been doing a lot more in the early rounds than he did in the later rounds, I think he would have pulled it out.
Even his father, boxing legend Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., acknowledged seeing unprecedented commitment in his son's preparation, but still may feel the half-hearted ring effort didn't match the intense training on broader implications. Some analysts, like the WBC, suggest Paul's convincing victory could grant him a ranking in the cruiserweight top 10, bringing him a step closer to a potential world title fight. Though cynics argue that defeating a faded, out-of-prime former middleweight champion doesn't equal championship legitimacy.
I think Jake Paul looked really good. I think he won all the rounds. I mean, it's good for boxing. I think he deserves a chance to fight for a world title. He proved it today with the ex-world champion, Julio Cesar Chavez, that, he dominated and he did really good.
What did you think of Chavez's performance? Early on, he didn't throw a lot, and then towards the end, he had some moments. Were you disappointed in Chavez?
Indeed, pundits from outlets like Bad Left Hook emphasize that unless Paul tests himself against current world champions like Zurdo Ramirez or Badou Jack, his credibility will remain limited. Still, the fight carries undeniable commercial value. ESPN noted the event had championship-level energy, with a sold-out Honda Center and media outlets suggesting the atmosphere rivaled big-name fights. Some fighters and insiders who watched privately acknowledged Paul's development. Several former pros interviewed by Fight Hype in Anaheim described being surprised at Paul's technical discipline and ring maturity. He handled pressure, maintained a high work rate, and delivered sustained bodies and head combinations, though they also questioned how much credit to give given Chavez's weak output. Even among skepticism, there's unanimity that Paul is no longer just a YouTuber with gloves. He's a calculated fighter, builds promotional gravitas, and now poses trade-worth threats in the 200-pound division.
What's the expectation tonight? Chavez Jr. getting a crack at Jake Paul. A lot of people have wanted Jake Paul to go down. Chavez Jr., the latest in the installment of an actual fighter, an actual championship boxer, getting a chance to fight him. What do you think his chances are tonight?
Well, you see who I'm rocking with. I'm not going to say nothing else.
Rocking with an asa, right?
What up, Chavez Jr.? I huevo!
Gotta represent. Always.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Still, the boxing establishment remains polarized. Promoters and crossover boxing advocates applaud how Paul brings eyeballs to the sport, injects PPV interest, and shines media light on female fighters and undercards, while traditionalists resent the spectacle, arguing events like this overshadow merit-based progression and degrade boxing's competitive integrity. That duality was on display throughout post-fight discourse. Paul claimed he's a warrior and actively pursuing a world title next, while critics like Piers Morgan and mainstream boxing purists accuse him of exploitative matchmaking and popularity over substance. Looking ahead, the boxing pros agree the true test for Paul will come if he steps into the ring with legitimate world champions at cruiserweight. Those are the fights that could definitively settle whether his success is more than promotional hype. For now, the consensus is that Jake Paul beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in purposeful fashion, earned respect for his progress inside the ring, but hasn't yet earned universal recognition among boxing professionals. Until he proves himself against real, top-level opposition, the debate over his legitimacy will endure. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.